Hey everybody, and welcome back to Jaraci Cup 17. This is Shrike versus Frog. It's Mashad's birthday today? Yeah, that's true, actually. Mashad, Hitler, what's the difference, right? Well, this is going to be between Shrike and Frog. I think I already said that. Anyway, this is Group D. And I think that Shrike should be the favorite here, but we'll see. Sometimes new players can surprise. Let's see what Frog can pull out here. We do have our info document. Let's go ahead and look it up. SVC and then CVK. Oh, Shrike is gonna switch factions for game 2. Oh, I don't think I have ever seen Shrike play Conf, so that's kind of fun. Game 1's gonna be on the Boneyard, that's Shrike's pick, and then game 2 is gonna be on Kalash Teeth is Frog's pick. I don't know. I think Conf really likes that map, but we'll see. Nah, man, the better kind of anomaly, DOK. You'll understand. You'll understand. Anyway, let's see what the builds are for this game. Shrike is the Savan Forces, of course, up on the top here. He's going for an SC first, it looks like. LEV Fab follows. This is base runner retire, and we do have SC first as well for Frog. I agree with this. Because I've said this before, but you know, you really have trouble doing damage with LAVs in this opener. AVs are gonna hit pretty late, so might as well just go for SC first, get that eco set up. And both players gonna elect to retire their base runners as well. This is actually 5 up for Shrike, which I think is pretty thin. Like he could definitely have more salvagers and be fine there, but he's gonna go for it. Does mean he has that SC out a little bit faster, of course. And both players moving up onto 2 base. In our sponsored CVS Pharmacy matchup. I wish, anyway. The Suskala. And it's going to be AAV Fab for both players, actually. You can see, though, Frog is a little bit faster. Again, we actually expect this, right? Because he did have more salvagers on his main base, so I think that's to be expected. Now, if it were me, I would actually just not pick up these RU salvagers. I would just go straight for the carrier production upgrade. I think I've talked about that before. But he's going to go for them, so that'll give him a lot of RUs here if he wants to use them. Oh, I believe, carrier, I believe. I can't wait to see what that looks like. LAV is going to come out here and just sort of menace his opponent a little bit. Gets the vision on that carrier. Did not actually see AV tech, but I think he can assume that's coming out. It's very, very standard to do that in this matchup. And not really anything to see on the main base, so I think that for this LAV, I would just kind of drive back in. But yes, I agree, I don't really like the RU salves on second. And actually, it's important to note, Shrike didn't see this, so this is actually not known to him. Oh, carrier's a little bit misplaced as well. I guess you kind of need to be set up on that direction there. Oh yeah, base runner? I don't really know why he built that, but either way, he's got the AVs coming out. Just, you know, again, he doesn't have that carry production upgrade, right? And that's gonna really slow him down. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Shrike is going straight for BCs. But that's good news for him then, that his opponent doesn't have that production upgrade, because it's gonna take him longer to attack him here. Yeah, I don't know. We've been seeing people go BCs a lot recently. I think you really are gonna get punished for just teching it straight away like this against players who are really on top of it, but we'll see if Frog is able to do that or not. Probe is scouting, of course. He's going to see the main base location and then get shot down. Well, that's not exactly great. You really want that probe to go check out the opponent's carrier, because you don't really care if they're mining on their main. Of course they are, right? So BC isn't the first dish, it's a second. Yes, I completely agree. Well said. Well said. Maybe you could say it's the entree, alright? But like, AVs are the appetizer, and it just doesn't do to go without that. So you really gotta go AVs first. And Shrike is gonna build a few of them, of course. Actually, he didn't have carry production upgrade either. His opponent got it before him. Jeez. Yeah, well, I guess, you know, he wants to have these AVs to defend, and then hopefully he'll just be able to carry it with BCs. Interesting strategy. We'll see if it pays off for him. The other problem here is that, like, look, he doesn't even have the money to build... Actually, not even a single one right now, I think. BCs are freaking expensive. I think it's 800 by 350, so he's got to save up quite a lot here to get these things out. Tech's done, though. And that's the first BC building now. Skimmers to the first, second, and third course. Good. Base Runner's gonna nab the artifact here for Frowg, trying to get out with that. I think that's fine for Shrike. I mean, you just kind of let your opponent pull this out, you know, because he's just waiting for BCs. He shouldn't really worry about chasing this out too much. Well, I mean, he does have the numbers, but his opponent can just drop a turret down here if he really wants to get that out, so... looks like he's just not even going to. Well, I think a bit of a missed opportunity there. That turret is very strong. Stop the AVs from chasing you at all here, but... You know, he is going to get the extract. It's just going to cost him the base runner now. What? Shrike is backing away. Okay. He really doesn't need to. He can just drive in here and kill this thing. Oh well. Artifact is out. It looks like he is chasing in the end. More importantly, though, here's the first BC. Yeah, there we go. And down goes the base runner. Probe sent out, though, right before it dies. That's crucial. Let's see if it sees the BC. This is really important for, what's-his-face to know, for Frog to know. And he's going for BC Fab 2. What's going on here? This is not correct. Okay, BC was revealed, though. So, if he's paying attention, he knows about this thing now. In fact, I believe that it will kill you the, kill you? What? It'll give you the voice cue. It'll say enemy battlecruiser inbound, so he should definitely know. He's not fully saturated on his 2 base here. But yeah, if I were him, I'd be getting Mag Excel, and I would, like, cancel this. You just need as many, railguns as you can right now. Yes. By the way, conventional wisdom says if it comes to a BC fight, the winner is Soban if they have base runners, because that targeting jammer is just brutal. But we'll see if it comes to that. Right now it's Rails versus BC, and you can see the railguns are sort of the counter to BCs, but you need a lot of them. I don't think he's got enough yet. Oh, is that true? We do have Mag Excel teching, but BC tech finished, and that is kind of an expensive one to click up to, so that's going to cost him. AVs are doing their thing, but of course the battlecruiser does have the field repairs ability, so Shrike should not lose this one here. Yeah, there's the smoke. And he'll pick up like 1,000 HP or something from that, and then he should just be able to drive out. We are making railguns though, that's good, that's good. Heavy vehicles armor, yes, I approve. So I think that Frog is playing this correctly, but he shouldn't be too aggressive. Like, you really ought to, you really ought to just, like, stay here and set up a defensive line, because these BCs are going to be problems otherwise. Saban Carrier, by the way, getting involved as well. He's teching mobility. I actually think you can't really get away with this. BCs are just so expensive. Like, trying to tech carrier power upgrades at the same time, very difficult to get all of those out. So instead, if I were Shrike, I'd be thinking of, like, maybe getting LAV ups and adding those in to answer the railguns, or maybe you could go fighter and gunship, but you can't have the same problem there. Maybe even artillery is honestly better. Oh, I was gonna say he should be using Mark Tiger. He's not Saban, is he? Anyway, you can see this BC is probably going to fall. Oh, it got smoke up though. Last volley couldn't fight it. And this is so turbo annoying that BCs can do this with that smoke ability. It's really powerful. It helps them stay alive so much better. Carrier's up in the front line now, triple support cruiser as well, just to try and keep this thing up. But yeah, Shrike, I would not be teching assistance to. I would just be getting more BCs if I were him. Although he does have a big float, so I'm sure that he could afford a few of them if he wanted to. This guy's getting a little bit low, but I think he'll be alright. You can see what I mean, like, railguns can fight this, but the thing is, Shrike hasn't actually lost any BCs yet, right? And Frowg has been losing railguns. This is sort of an attrition thing that you can't deal with. Support cruisers are anti-LAV duty. No, man. Are you Phoenix, yo? Come on. No, it's really nice for those BCs to have the heals. That's what it's all about. This is kind of awkward, by the way. These guys are just, like, standing here. Units lost tab, we want to know? Yeah, again, like I said, you know, these railguns can trade damage pretty effectively, but, like, if they're dying and the BCs are taken down to like a third and then just healing back up, it really feels pretty rough, doesn't it? Speaking of which, this guy's gonna smoke. And I really don't know what Frowg is doing with this push. He really just needs to be like holding over onto this side and waiting for his opponent, because it's hard. It's really hard to push onto these BCs. You'd rather he comes into you and then you'll be happy. More rails, that's what he needs. And honestly, the heavy vehicle armor upgrades would be good too. As long as he got more than like maybe 5, it's gonna be really valuable there. Can't say I know off the top of my head what the breakpoints are, railguns versus BCs, but I've got to imagine that armor 3 is gonna at least let them tank another shot. There's fighter and gunship tech, so he is going to tech switch over here. Still, though, this is only... Well, I guess it's 3 BCs now, but... 300 times 4 in 2 bursts. Holy crap. Yeah, I guess there's no surviving that, is there? Ouch. Savon BCs be crazy, man, I'm telling you what. Okay, we do have these Coalition BCs teching, or building now, but I just don't know if this is really the call. I mean, he really should get anti-air if he sees... Well, air tech isn't done yet, so he can't see that, but hopefully he gets an eye on that when that's finished. But yeah, I'm just not really sure what Coalition BCs do for you here. They do have more pushing power, like you can go over the dunes, but the railguns can never follow, so I'm just not really sure. Here comes the microwave emitter, by the way. Oh, you really shouldn't be standing in that. That thing's toasty. Well, he's getting microwaved, as it were. Big float as well by Frog. You really can't be doing that. Not in this economy. Okay, there we go. He's building more rails. BC is out, but... Like, there's no Sunder now, so the AAVs really just don't do any damage at all. Smoke gonna be popped there, try and keep this guy alive. Saren's calling the GG, yeah, I don't think he's wrong. You can use AAV smoke to keep this thing alive for just a little bit longer, potentially, but here come the strike fighters. Yeah, I think that's all she wrote for this BC. First one to fall all game, I'll point out. This guy gets commander off of it. Wow, nice. More and more railguns keep getting bled off. I mean, just look at the units lost tab. This is getting egregious now. It's like 5-to-1 trades on the CUs. Let's not even talk about that RU number. Holy crap. In fact, what costs 40 RUs? What did he lose? Maybe like a... Maybe a support cruiser? I don't know. Carrier's just gonna drive up to Valhalla. He doesn't care. C is 50, yeah, true. But he didn't build any base runners, did he? I don't know, man. Well, AR don't even cost 40. Ah, Frog, he was so close, yet so far away. I'm gonna say it again though, like really the 2 extra RU cells at the very beginning, that makes a big difference here, right? Because if you have that carry production upgrade, you can pump out a bunch of AAVs. Now you can really punish your opponent for going for this late game tech right off the bat. And it seems like a small thing, but just building those 2 extra cells, it really slows you down that way. But yeah, you know, you need to have more railguns than that. And I think that teching BCs into the BCs that are already out, probably not going to be the play. Well, let's jump into game 2, see if we can clean it up. If I can find it. Okay, here it is. Well, but it's a switch, right? Because now Shrike should be playing Con F. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's up with that. Since already can shoot BCs without consent. Yeah, it's true. I think that bombers are fine against BCs. Strike fighters don't really do all that much damage to them. I think they have 2 packets. It might even be 3. And obviously BCs have a lot of armor. But you're right though. I mean, the strike fighters are definitely good for harass. But you kind of need something on the ground because otherwise, all they're allowed to do is to fight the BCs. So. But, you know, it's possible to go for bombers there. But I think it's just rails and artillery. That's really all you need. Oh, interesting build here for Frog, by the way. Is this actually just SC first? Maybe I'm getting hyped about something totally normal. It is. Wow. I feel like an idiot. He could quick drop now for the money, though. Oh, that was pretty slow. Well, better late than never. Better late than never. And what is Shrike up to in the meantime? But he doesn't have ref mode started, so I think it's 2 PC, because otherwise he should be going on ref mode already. No, he's gonna go refinery mode. Interesting, interesting. It's pretty slow ref mode. Then again, you know, Shrike does not really play Con F ever. I mean, like I said, this is, I think, the first time I've ever seen him do it at all, so... Perhaps he just doesn't know the build. I wouldn't blame him for that. I don't know coalition builds to save my life, I'll tell you that much. LAV Fab is coming out for Frog. Oh, interesting. Fox 3! No, that's for air-to-air missiles. That's not the same. Hold up, hold up. I see 2 base runners. What on earth? But this is such a bad map. Oh no. He's going for like a carrier rush. Look at this. So he's doing ref mode here. So he doesn't want to retire his PC. That's kind of the Giga Chad way to play this, but you know. It's good map? No, man, because like look how long the carrier has to move. Con of Carrier is actually very effective on this map in particular in the late game, but you know, you're not going to be dealing with that much power, I don't think, so this is pretty bad actually. Good news is though, Frog was denied vision because that probe died to the base runner, so he knows there's 2 BRs out. He might suspect something funny is happening, but he doesn't actually know, does he? Well, this is gonna be interesting. Fleet kept 45, never heard of it, man. Don't need that crap. This space runner can be used to smoke for the other one, by the way, but I don't think he needs to. It's only like 2 LEVs so far. This guy should have plenty of time to get out. Has a smoke of his own, of course. It's like he doesn't even need to use that, can just smoke in place to buy some time while this guy heads over to the next extract. That's 2 arties for Shrike, he's got power 2 finished. And most importantly, again, his opponent still doesn't know, so... I don't know about this. Like, obviously, if he knew, he'd be building railguns right now, but, he doesn't have any vision on what his opponent is up to. This might work. This might work. We'll have to see. Smoke was used, by the way, so yeah, the Space Runner is going to buy as much time as he can. We do have railgun fab. Just go straight BCs. Yeah, don't do that. That would sort of be like that would be in character though. We've seen a lot of that stuff this tournament so far. Missiles are getting powered all right. Yeah, but see, you can't reach that far. I think that you can, actually, when you have full power in this, but it takes a while to get that, of course, off of one base economy. At any rate, the carrier's seen now, so Frog certainly knows what he's up against. Railgun Fab is done. Oh, nice missiles there. Now, this army here, obviously, can't do anything against the carrier. There's kind of like two things you could use this for, and this ain't either of them. One of them is to, like, wait until he's close to the extraction zone and then just, like, Hail Mary on the base runner, which I don't really like, and it looks like he's trying to do it now, but you can see it's not going to get anything for it. The other one is to go around and attack the main. Is the missile damage buffed? I don't think so. I think it's actually less than it was in vanilla. Conf is just insane, man. But yeah, that army is kind of just going to waste now. And we're built... What? We're taking ACs? What? No, 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 no. What? What are you doing? Just build railguns, I'm telling you. They're pretty good. Oh, no. This turret is just for the dogs, by the way. This is not worth anything. Oh, no. Why is he taking ACs? Oh... Oh, the Conif carrier missile actually has more damage than in vanilla? Wow. I didn't know that. Hey, Shrike got Sandskin Refab, by the way. I wonder if we'll see some of those this game. No, this is just already over. You can't be teching like late game cruisers if you're getting attacked now. You need something now, and he's got Railgun Fab, so I don't know. I don't know why you don't just do that. He's actually retiring salves on second as well. That feels pretty bad. Remarkably, they're even economy right now. And by the way, you know, 3 out of 5, like, this is the game-winning artifact, potentially. So that's not good either. Yes, I concur. I concur. I guess Shrike saw that nonsense I tried to play against him in the group stage last time, and he was like, I can do better than that. Sons of Michael, he approaches. Yes, yes. Unallocated power, by the way. Power down this by 1, you can power up the missiles more. Yeah. Hey, it's an AC! A little bit late, but you know. Oh, I think he's like missing with the attack missile barrage too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks like now Shrike is just powering up speed to try and get out. I mean, you can see the value in that too. Although I guess he's never gonna outspeed an AC, so. Oh right, never mind. Game's over. Because you know it's 5th artifact. Like I said, you know that's the game-winning arty right there. So. Yeah, look. I mean, if your opponent is rushing you right now, don't tech cruisers. All right, just get railguns because you need defense now. You don't need it in 5 minutes. So. Ouchie mama! Well, that's gonna be all she wrote for Frog, so Shrike is gonna take that one 2-0. And with that, the group stage is pretty much finished. There's one more series left, but I want Cow Schmau to cast that one, so we're gonna go ahead and save that one. So we'll move on to the bracket, but thanks for watching, everyone.